I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
What's up, guys? Hi. First of all, number one, don't mind my bed, mind your business. Number two, we finna do this hair because I have to go to work, my new job. So this is going to be a story time of why I quit my job at Chick-Fil-A, period. So let's get into it. But let's get into this hair while we're at it. Period. So I want to say I worked at Chick-Fil-A. Holy crap. I worked at Chick-Fil-A for about 8 months. I was almost to a year. Yeah, I was almost to a year being there. And hold on. So, got both of my puffs out. Anyway, so I worked at Chick-Fil-A for about 8 months. I started around the beginning of September in 2022 and then ended at, I want to say, around the beginning of May. Maybe the ending. It might be the ending of April, beginning of May, but I can't really point my finger on it. Just know it was around that time. So, that being said, let me just tell y'all what led up to my decision. So, I want to say maybe the first, pretty much from September up into December. So that's like, so yeah, that's about 4 months. That's about 4 months that, okay, so that's about 4 months that, you know, my paycheck was looking nice. I was getting nice hours and everything. You know, I was coming to work on time. And, you know, I thought that I was doing my thing. For real? Cool. So, pretty much, I want to say probably after New Year's. Yeah, I want to say it was really like after January. Yeah, after January, I guess Chick-fil-A was just like, new year, new us, you know? And they all of a sudden started going by like actual rules that they should have informed us. Like, well, at least should have informed me, you know, within the first few months that I was working there, right? Cool. Leaving conditioner. Anyway, but okay. So, yeah, they started going by rules that they should have informed, like, pretty much when I first started. So, I'm sitting there looking all confused and stuff. And then, I'm sitting there looking confused because all of a sudden, my hours get cut. Like, before I was working maybe 10 hours. I was working about 10 hours. That was probably like my highest is like 10, maybe even 14 hours in the day. And I immediately went from 10 to legit 3 to 2. To legit 3 or 2. So, in the beginning, you know, I didn't think anything of it. Cause I was like, in the beginning, I didn't think anything of it because I thought it was just gonna be, you know, I just thought it was gonna be a one-time thing. No. No, it was not. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like that 1 week, right? Boy, did they fool me. Like, they completely fooled me, because it turned out to go on for like a whole, pretty much a whole month. So I'm sitting there like, something in the water is not right. So I want to say, almost being, technically it was about to be a month, so I start, I'm gonna bloop it out. I'm going to bloop out his name. We're gonna give him a fake name. We're gonna call him Jerk. There we go, Jerk. That fits better. So I talked to the manager, Jerk, right? And he's like, and I asked him, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why my hours are cut. And he was like, oh, it's because, you didn't do this thing. Mind you, the thing that he wanted me to do, they had never announced that if you didn't do it, your hours were getting cut. They had just started announcing it legit a few days before. And I told him, I was like, well, I did it when I found out that, oh, my hours are probably cut because of that. So I had already did it, and he hadn't seen it in like, pretty much, I want to say it had been like a week, technically. So that was one. So he said that was one of the reasons on why, my hours were cut. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, I had did that. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I'll check it. And then he was like, another reason is because one day somebody asked me, you know how you walk into work and people, they come up and they ask you, they was just like, oh, hey Shanice, how do you feel today? And I said, oh, I'm a little tired. Because I was. You asked me how I felt. What do you think, I was gonna lie? Now, mind you, I've said this once, right? Cool, great. He says that's one of the reasons why my hours are cut, and I'm just sitting there. Mind you, he's just talking, right? And I'm just sitting there just like in my mind, I'm like, is he dumb, stupid, or crazy? Because I know you didn't really sit there and tell me, take my hours away because you heard me say I was tired. And then that wasn't the part that took me. What took me was, then he had the audacity to say, your hours are also cut. No. He had the audacity to tell me, he was like, well, we just want you to make sure that you're here for the customers and not just for the paycheck. Brother, like, you're here for the customers? Because best believe you would not be working here if you weren't getting paid. If you wanted a volunteer job to just be there for the people, you could have went and did that somewhere else. But you came here to work to get what? Money. Please be going. Get out of my face with that bull crap. Like, we just want you to be here for the people. Babe, these people come in here, they can care less about me. And I do mean less. They can care less about me. And I can care less about them. Of course. Like, people come in here with attitudes. and you think they care about me? I'm supposed to care about you and you not care about me? No, baby, it works two ways. I care for you, you care for me. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. At least in my head. Right? So, he tells me that, and you know, I take it all in. But just know, in the back of my head, I'm like, when I'm walking out of that office, I'm just like, what the freak just happened? Like, yeah, strange. But he said that he was gonna give me, like, he was gonna check that and he was gonna make sure that I had more hours. So I was like, okay, well, at least I'll get more hours. So I'm thinking maybe he'll give me 5. He'll give me, you know, more days, because the fact of the matter is I can work 3 hours, but I'm only working 1 day. Now, the way that works is it's whether you give me more hours on that 1 day or you give me more days, right? So I was like, oh, maybe he's going to give me more days. You know, maybe he's going to have me work, you know, on Wednesday. Again, fool me twice. So they put in the schedule every Sunday. Yeah, every Sunday night or Saturday night. Technically midnight and Sunday. Anyway, so he puts up the schedule, right, for next week. Please tell me why he gave me. I no longer have 3 hours. I have 4 hours. Now, mind you, I have 4 hours, but still 1 day. 4 hours, I'm still working 1 day. And then the fact of the matter is, you would think that would be okay. No, it is not. Because then on my paycheck, mind you, they're taking, like, when I tell you these taxes was taking all of my check, all of it. That's why I was just like, I need more hours, because my paycheck was coming back to like $50. $50. I think the lowest one that I had was like 20. Yeah. Like I was working at this place and I was only getting $20. So, once again, I am fooled. So, you know, I don't say nothing. I try to be grateful for the hours that he did give me. You know, I tried to be grateful. But I was just like, you know what? This is not going to do. It's not going to do. Like, sir, I have a phone bill to pay. I have stuff to get, stuff to buy, you know? So, after that, I was just like, you know what? Y'all really playing in my face right now? And I'm gonna just do y'all a favor and just leave on my own. So, I started looking for other jobs. And mind you, I necessarily stopped looking for them around. I want to say I stopped looking around because all of that happened like in January. So I started looking in like February, and I pretty much stopped looking in March. So here comes this girl who, you know, I consider like my work friend or whatever. Here comes this girl, mind you, she's a different complexion and race from me, right? She's not African American. Yeah, y'all get the gist. Yeah, get where I'm going. See, this girl, cause you know we're working. I finally see her because again, I'm working 1 day. I don't see the people that I used to see. So we finally have a day that we're working together. I'm like, hey girl, hey. Cool. So I tell her, I'm like, yo, I talked to Jake about my hours. She was just like, for real? Me too. I was like, yeah, girl, what he tell you? So I told her what he told me, right? Please tell me. This chick said, he said the same thing to me. I was like, huh? I was like, what did you just say? She was like, yeah, he said the same thing to me. I was like, he said the same thing to you. And how many hours are you working? She was like, yeah, and I work pretty much every day. I work pretty much every day in the week besides Saturdays. I was like, I know that you're playing a joke on me. And she was like, I'm not. She was like, yeah, I really work every day of the week. So I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I'm standing there. Forget sitting. No, I was standing there in full-blown shock. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in a little bit of disappointment because I was just like, I was expecting more. Expected more. And mind you, when the girl told me, she was like, she was like, get him. I was just like, I've never felt so betrayed a day in my life. Oh. Y'all obviously know what the next. So when I heard that, I was just like, oh, okay. So this the game we playing. Got it. Yeah, this the best we gonna do with our hair because, baby, we going to work. We ain't got to impress nobody. But, yeah. So when the girl told me that, I was just like, okay, that's what we doing? All right, cool. So, know what I did next? Went on Indeed, okay? I took my butt right to Indeed and looked for another job because at this point, I still will never understand why they did what they did. But then again, I do understand because I'm just saying, I don't care. I don't work there no more. I don't plan on working there anyway. After this, they are a bit racist. They're a bit racist. And when I really saw it, I was just like, oh, okay. So we're part of that bunch. I thought it was different because, we got a few black people as the manager and stuff, a real tight black family that all work there. But then again, when I saw them, I was just like, I see why. I see why you're here. I see why. But, yeah. So, went on Indeed, applied for McDonald's, and now I work at McDonald's. And you know what? And that was the best, don't mind the stain, mind you, the best decision I've made thus far. I love my job. It's chaotic, but fun. Liberating. Sometimes unorganized, but that's every fast food. Every fast food is never it's never perfectly run. But yeah, we with the Mickey D's team. So yeah, that is the end of this story time. Thank you guys for listening. I I have to hurry up. I mean, I technically don't because my job is legit down the street. What is this? Oh. My job is legit down the street, so I'm walking, but yeah. Girl, love y'all. Peace.
Hello, stranger. It's been a